Boy, oh boy, what a night. Man, what a weekend. If you just finished watching Evolution just like I have, first of all, unbelievable show. I had a feeling it was going to be better than Saturday night's main event. I think a lot of people might have. I was a little disappointed to find out about the whole ticket situation that they had where they weren't really selling tickets, because and I explained it in my video. I mentioned it. I mentioned saying that they didn't sell that many tickets, probably because there wasn't that many matches to really sink your teeth into because of there is no build up or backstory to them except for a couple. One of them was the Lyra versus Becky versus Bailey. Of course, that one had its things for people to actually care about the match. And then the other one was Jade versus Naomi. Those two matches are the only ones that people actually had any build for. Everything else was kind of thrown together, last minute or in the last couple of weeks or so, and that's why I would think maybe the ticket sales weren't that great. But the show overall, the matches overall, every single match that happened on Evolution was a great match. I enjoyed every single match from top to bottom. It was fine. Like I don't know what the problem was with why people didn't want to buy tickets to the show. Saturday night's main event had a lot of people watch. Fine, perfectly fine. But this Evolution show was amazing. And then at the very end, Naomi cashing in her Money in the Bank briefcase. It wasn't on Tiffany Stratton. It wasn't during the Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus match. It happened during the Rhea Ripley and Io Sky match. I don't think anybody expected that to happen. I don't think anybody called that. I did get very close to calling that, though. I'm not gonna lie. If you check out my last video I posted here on YouTube, the title of it is Naomi cashing in, and I remember saying in that video, wouldn't it be smart to have her cash in on their second Evolution PLE ever? They want to make it a big deal. They want to make it so that people can watch it the next time, and this is exactly what they did. She ends up cashing in, except it wasn't on Jade or it wasn't on Tiffany Stratton or Trish Stratus. It actually happened during the Rhea Ripley and Io Sky match. Unbelievable, man. Very cool to see that happen. Very cool. I'm happy that I came close to calling that in my other video. It's just that video didn't get that many views. Like, man, people are sleeping on this channel, dude. I'm telling you, people are sleeping on this channel because I get very close to being right on a lot of these things, and that's not what this channel is for. This channel is not for me to prove that I know what I'm talking about and that I'm right on a lot of things. That's not what it's about. But the point is, I've watched this for a very long time. I feel like I have a pretty good idea of what is going to happen. So I just feel like I'm somebody to, I don't know, put your stock into. If you want to grow, if you want to grow with the channel, if you want to grow with this channel, if you want to be on board with me, if you want to hang out with me, I would love to have you here. This is a channel where wrestling fans get to talk to other wrestling fans, WWE fans in particular. I mainly cover WWE stuff here because I've watched WWE ever since I was a kid, and I feel like I know how a lot of these things go, and I like to think outside the box. I like to think different things that will happen, and I like to predict things that will happen that I feel like nobody or very few people are thinking of. I'm happy that I do that, and sometimes I'm wrong. Like that's just the way it goes. As a wrestling fan or people who like to predict or guess things, sometimes you're not always right. You're not. But I mean, if you look back at WrestleMania, I got every single match right except for one. If you look at tonight's match, or tonight's card, I got mostly everything right except for one, and then the cash in I didn't get exactly correct, but I was very close to that one. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people sleep on this channel, and I can't wait for more people to know about this channel and get on board with this channel because it, it's it's a good place to be if you're a wrestling fan. Nathan, what's up, man? I hope you watched Evolution. I hope you enjoyed the show because I really did love Evolution. I thought it was great. I thought it was a really great show. Yeah. So this is going to bring up an interesting thing now with Naomi because now this moves her over to Raw. That means she's done with Jade. She's done with Naomi, I would assume, and or I mean not Naomi. She's done with Bianca, so maybe we get Bianca and Jade feud, and then we get Naomi versus who? Like, when is Clash in Paris? Is that before SummerSlam or is that after? Nathan, of course I did. Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you, man? I'm happy you're joining right now. Let me see. Clash in Paris. When is Clash in Paris? That's in August 31st. So that's after SummerSlam. Okay. All right. So Clash in Paris is after SummerSlam. And then we know at SummerSlam, uh, the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring get their championship matches. So Jade won, so she gets her championship match at SummerSlam. I would think Jade gets her title shot on the SmackDown brand. I don't know if she's allowed to jump over to the Raw brand and get her title shot there. I don't think so. So I wonder who will be Naomi's first opponent. Will Naomi face both Io and Rhea at SummerSlam? Vakur is hanging out in the. I mean, Vakur is going to have something to do with this. Vakur is going to be facing whoever wins or has the title in Clash in Paris after SummerSlam. So yeah, I mean, interesting. It's very cool to see. I like the whole cash in on the Raw title because everybody was thinking the SmackDown title, me included. I predicted her cashing in at Evolution. I just didn't think it was going to be on the Rhea and Io match, and then now WWE still has the whole Rhea has never beaten Io Sky 1-on-1. So that's another cool factor that they got going on there. It's another story. Like WWE for so long hasn't had meaningful, deep rooted stories for the women ever. And now we're starting to get a lot of layers in these stories for the women. Like the whole Liv and Roxanne and Raquel and Dom stuff, like all of that, all of that's a layered story. We got the Naomi story now. We got the Rhea not being able to beat Io story. Like we're getting the layered stories that the men have so long been able to get, and now the women are finally starting to get that too. I love it. I'm happy about it. Nate, what was your favorite match? What did you enjoy most from Evolution? I thought Evolution from top to bottom was great. Every match on the night was great. I loved every single one. I'm really happy about this that they cashed in on Naomi's title. Or on Io and Rios. He was so shocked. I mean, I was surprised. You know what? I wish I recorded me watching it because once she hit that Spanish fly and they were both laying there, I was saying to the TV, I was like, Naomi, Naomi, and then Naomi's song hit, and I was like, let's go, dude. I was worried she was gonna cash in and fail because I've been worried about that for a while. I didn't want Naomi to be the first woman to cash in and fail, especially because she's been like uh, Naomi's been on fire. This is the best she's ever done in her career as far as character wise and everything. So maybe it'll be Naomi versus Liv if Liv returns. Yeah, I see. I can see Liv versus Naomi. See, this is good because this brings us more um, women's heels and stories on Raw because for so long it was centered on Rhea Ripley, it was centered on Liv Morgan. We didn't have too many women on Raw that the storylines revolved around. This helps. This opens it up a little bit more, and maybe Naomi going to Raw is an actual reaction to Liv getting hurt and now being gone for a little bit. You replaced one of your top heels on the roster with another one now. Your favorite was Jade versus Naomi, and then after that was Naomi cashing in, yeah, and Rhea Ripley on Io and Rhea Ripley, yeah, yeah. I like the Jade versus Naomi match. I thought that was great. I think my favorite might have been the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. I think they had a great match, and then honestly, Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton had a great match too. There was so many good matches. But yeah, the Naomi and Jade was great. The cashing in was great. Maybe her first opponent for the championship would be Liv. I think so. Well, maybe not the first opponent. I think Liv's going to be out for a little bit. But when Liv gets back, I could see Liv and Naomi going at it because I think Liv is going to come back as a babyface, and now you'll have Naomi there as a top heel. I don't know when Liv's coming back. It could be months from now, but it's nice. I like this. It's a good change of pace. I think a lot of people expected her to cash in on SmackDown's championship, Tiffany Stratton. But no, now we got Liv jumping over to, or Naomi jumping over to Raw, and now we're gonna introduce different and new, fresh stories for Naomi on Raw. My thing is, because WWE likes to do this, they like to keep couples together. I wonder if Jimmy Uso comes over to Raw now because Naomi's on Raw. I wonder if we got that. I don't know when WWE is planning on doing their next draft. Um, but you would think if Naomi's going to stay on Raw, then maybe Jimmy comes over to Raw too, and then now you got the Usos back together. I think that's an interesting point. I would like to see that happen. Maybe it'll be Nia Jax. I think Nia Jax is on SmackDown. I think Nia stays on SmackDown. We got Naomi on Raw now, so it's Naomi versus Rhea, Naomi versus Io, Naomi versus Vakur. Uh, I think that's great. You got three good opponents for Naomi as a heel champion fighting off fighting against three baby faces on Raw. So I love it. I love everything that they did. Evolution, it was a great paper PLE. It was a successful one. They had some nice legends pop up and be in the crowd for it. The battle royal was fun. We had some cool moments there. We got to showcase a lot of the NXT girls. I'm satisfied with tonight's PLE. I thought it was great. Yeah, I just wanted to hop on here and get the immediate reaction to it all. Thought they did great. I think WWE knocked it out of the park tonight, and Saturday night's main event was fine, but Evolution stole the show for me, especially Naomi. Man, Naomi killed it. She lost earlier in the night. She had a great match with Jade, and then she capped off the night, surprising everybody, winning the Women's World Championship. And now Naomi will be joining Monday Night Raw. Man, I loved it. Success. Nathan, thank you for coming out and hanging out, dude. I will be doing a live watch along of Raw tomorrow here on the YouTube channel. So if you want to come pop in tomorrow night during Raw, come hang out, man. We're gonna have other people in here. We're gonna be talking and hanging out, watching Raw together, and I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to see Naomi on Raw now, with her Women's World Championship. It could be a mixed gender tag match because I remember that Naomi also had a little bit of beef with Bianca. Yeah, but see now Bianca's on SmackDown still. Like so, I think Naomi's just walking away from all of that. She's gonna be on Raw. It's gonna be mixing it up with a bunch of different people now. I think that's gonna be interesting. Um, but all right, hey, it's late. I got work in the morning. I appreciate you coming out to hang out. I appreciate anybody who watches this video afterwards. Please leave your comments if you enjoyed Evolution. I thought it was a great show. Happy with the way everything turned out. Happy that we have a new women's world champion. It caught me off guard, which is a very cool surprise. Uh, Man, fun night. Can't wait to watch Monday Night Raw. Hope to see you guys here tomorrow for the live watch along. Until then, my friends, I hope you all have a good rest of the night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will see you here tomorrow night